Okay, we'll see if this works better. We'll see if it works better now. Kind of burned through the Ralph legal stuff already. So we're gonna do more Men of Culture content here and just kind of actually have a chill stream, just get drunk and talk about some embarrassing stories. I have a pretty embarrassing story, but I can't reveal it to just one watcher. I mean, it's pretty embarrassing. So, oh, Mexican weather girls. We're gonna talk about some Mexican weather girls. We're gonna put them on the screen. Let's do that. I love Mexican weather girls. They are fantastic. Because I like to be informed on the weather. It's good to be informed. Whoa, what's that? That was weird. That was not a donation. That was weird. That was like a glitch. I don't even know what that was. Oh, the Ralph finally got wrecked? Oh, well. You know, when you embarrass the family with the sex tape, it's hard to get. It has really, the filing just looked like a mess. Grammatically, it was a big mess too. And when you represent yourself, it doesn't look good. Okay. Because I don't think he has an attorney. I think he's representing himself. He did his own filing, which is fantastic. Okay, let's take a look at this. This here is our first weather girl. Let's put it on the screen here. Get things set up here. Alrighty, let's go and give it a go. Her name is I think Beleza. I don't know if that's her name for real. We'll see. Bella Osorio, I think. Okay. All right.
Hola, ¿qué tal, Katy? Muy buenos días. Es un
okay,
gusto
that's okay.
Dar inicio
That's
a
okay.
esta mañana a través de la programación de Noti 13 Campeche. Vamos a estar conociendo acerca de las temperaturas que van a estar oscilando en nuestro estado y en los estados vecinos. Sabremos si durante las siguientes horas sacaremos los paraguas o bien los dejaremos guardados. Recuerde usted que no hay mejor herramienta que estar bien informado, por lo cual lo invito a que me acompañe.
She's okay so far. I'd like to see that turnaround.
En esta mañana para los amigos del norte del país y así también pueden tomar sus previsiones, donde vemos para los amigos del norte ya en Sinaloa 16 grados, cielos parcialmente nublados, Baja California Sur con 21 grados, cielos parcialmente nublados para ellos durante esta mañana.
I like all the hearts and stuff.
Donde las temperaturas llegarán a descender incluso.
It's like, are they trying to emulate as if it's like on social media? Or is that like, because that seems so weird.
Los 19 grados, cielos parcialmente nublados para ellos. En Sonora con 15 grados, cielos nubosos durante el día de hoy. Y mientras tanto, Chihuahua con 11 grados, cielos parcialmente nublados. Durango con 10, 12 grados para Coahuila. Nuevo León con 12 grados. Y ya para finalizar con el norte del país, nos encontramos con Tamaulipas, 13 grados durante esta mañana. Acabamos de conocer un poco de lo que depara para el norte y ahora nos vamos rápidamente a conocer el centro y bajío del territorio nacional, donde vemos en Michoacán 13 grados, cielos totalmente despejados para ellos. Jalisco con 14, Nayarit con 16 grados, cielos despejados, muy buenos para dejar a un lado los paraguas y llevar a cabo cualquier pendiente que tengan por realizar.
Puebla.
Aguascalientes con 10 grados, 9 grados para Guanajuato, cielos despejados. Querétaro con 7.
Yeah, it's good to be informed about the weather, guys. You want to know, you know, what it's be warm or cold or precipitation and all that.
Y ya para finalizar con el Bajío y Centro, nos encontramos con Puebla, 10 grados durante esta mañana y
Bella Osorio.
Para ellos, muy buenos para llevar a cabo cualquier pendiente que
that's
tengan.
Nice. There is. Does she turn around completely?
Y ahora sí toca el turno de conocer qué es lo que nos depara a nosotros aquí
I
en
don't
Campeche,
think so.
donde
Doesn't
vemos
look like it.
las probabilidades en cuanto a lluvias a pesar de los cielos parcialmente nublados,
Man,
mínimas de 20.
it's like that's the most we're gonna get, and that's a nice little tease there. That's nice. You get some more people in here. I'll tell you what. People only come in here for Ethan Ralph. Man, you know, my internet was more stable. It is what it is. Let's Yes, I wanted to do a poll on these Mexican weather girls for sure, for sure. Oh, let's just do that. We'll just watch them. All right, next up we have what's her name? Jackie Gorito.
Es el lunes, un fin de semana largo donde muchos de ustedes tuvieron la oportunidad de disfrutar de
whoa,
condiciones
look at
placenteras.
that.
Les cuento que siguen las temperaturas sobrepasando el rango de los 90 grados, lo que es en Miami, en Houston y en Dallas. Mientras tanto, al mismo tiempo, esas temperaturas altas pues representan un gran riesgo debido a las fuertes tormentas, porque en parte aportan, ¿no?, a todos los estados adyacentes al sur de los grandes, mejor del Golfo de México. Mientras tanto, en Luisiana se reportó un tornado, así que tenemos ráfagas de fuertes vientos que han permitido que miles de personas todavía estén sin el servicio de electricidad. Así que reportes del tiempo severo están a la orden del día. Continúa lloviendo en lo que todo el sureste del país. Mientras tanto, el noreste del país sí con actividad de precipitaciones. Tenemos una que otra tormenta y es por eso que tenemos a vigilancias y alertas. Fuera de eso, en el noroeste sí está lloviendo, nada así complicado, aparte del norte de California, con avisos de fuertes vientos. Así que el patrón del tiempo con fuertes lluvias va a persistir en todo el sureste del país, mientras el norte con condiciones mucho más estables. Y esta noche las mínimas temperaturas, esto se le llama envidia de la buena, porque nosotros en Miami con mínimas en los 80 grados y ustedes en el norte del país con temperaturas que ni tan siquiera llegan a los 40 grados. Pero para el día de mañana, aquí en el sur continuamos con muchísimo calor. Mientras tanto, ustedes en el norte ya casi bordeando el rango de los 80 grados. Es todo de mi parte, paso con ustedes, chicas.
That was good. There's another one?
Se ha concentrado
same chick?
desde Cleveland hasta el oeste de Nueva York,
Definitely the same chick.
sobre Buffalo, pero esto
This is like Telemundo greatness.
Envidiables, condiciones muy frescas,
God.
al igual que el centro del país. Nosotros aquí en California nuevamente vamos
I don't
a
like the color of that dress, but
de Santa Ana, especialmente para el condado. Ustedes también, al igual que en New Jersey, en Filadelfia, hacia Nueva York. Chicago con 34 grados, vientos en ráfagas.
That's nice. Not bad. This is Alejandra Delgadillo. She seems a little modest. Or is she? Let's see that turnaround there. You don't even hear anything she's saying. That's okay. Oh, we're not going to get a turnaround, are we? There's no turn. Oh, you tease us. You tease us. Alejandra, you tease. 18 turns from Yannette Garcia.
De las 4 o 5 de la tarde. Así que bueno, tómelo en cuenta en sus planes. La máxima llegará hasta reportar 27 grados con muy escasa nubosidad. Pero despejado, no va a llover, señora. Así que bueno, disfrútelo al máximo. La temperatura llegará hasta reportar 27 grados. Pero si tiene pensado hoy por la noche, ¿pero qué nos espera para este fin de semana? Estaremos amaneciendo entre 12 y 14 grados para sábado, domingo, inclusive lunes, inicio de semana. Predomina un cielo despejado, soleado, excelentes condiciones, sin embargo, con un cielo soleado, muy escasa nubosidad, pero la probabilidad de lluvia hay que tomar presente que es sobre la tarde, noche, esta probabilidad de lluvia. Para viernes, sábado y domingo se va a extender la probabilidad de lluvia, un fin de semana, temperatura, un refresco de temperaturas a partir de mañana. Hoy la máxima llegará a 27 grados, mucha nubosidad, máxima de 27 grados. Y a partir de mañana, como para el día de mañana, así que por favor tome sus precauciones porque continúa el pronóstico de precipitaciones. Mañana jueves esperamos por la tarde. ¿Qué nos espera para esos próximos días? Esperamos para mañana martes máxima de 25, miércoles 28 y el jueves llegando la máxima hasta reportar 29. Llegue hasta reportar 25 grados con un cielo despejado, muy escasa nubosidad. ¿Qué nos espera para esos próximos días? Estaremos amaneciendo entre 8 grados. Esas mismas condiciones predominan para el día de mañana viernes, máxima de 26 grados. A partir del día sábado de la semana, sin embargo, por la mañana nos espera un cielo despejado, soleado.
That's not bad. Like, now my question is, which dress looks better on her? Honestly, they all look good. Honestly, that one looks a little boring, but actually no. Oh, that looks nice.
Pues estas lluvias en la ciudad Monterrey, continua probabilidad de lluvia, máxima de 24 grados.
Gets me every time.
Despejado, soleado, excelentes condiciones. Así que bueno, ya lo sabe, porque mañana, sábado y domingo se incrementa esta probabilidad de lluvia hasta de 50 y 60%. Estas condiciones para sábado, domingo y se van a extender para este lunes. Así que a disfrutar al máximo el puente con mucha lluvia. Recuerde, por supuesto, que esta probabilidad de lluvia se va a extender para toda la semana. Así que a salir con el paraguas y con el impermeable.
God damn, that dumper right there is... That's not bad at all. Who's this lady? Whoa. Whoa. Now this is a way you do weather. Whoa. What? What?
A Sudamérica. Las temperaturas están bajando.
Yeah.
Se esperan lluvias al sur de Chile con una máxima de 28 grados.
All that precipitation, yeah. All that rain on Texas.
0 grados en Punta Arenas. ¡Ay, qué frío! Les regalaré un nuevo tips útil para ti y para tu pareja.
There's areas highlighted for some reason. Let's check it out. Oh, we're dancing now.
¿Le gusta mi bikini? Miren, es más chiquitito atrás y este y muchos modelos más pueden encontrar.
I like this. A little bit of dance, a little bit of weather. It's nice and informative. I like this. This is good. This is good. That's nice. Let's see if there's more of that. Oh, who is this? Same chick?
Yo, por supuesto,
oh, it looks like the same chick.
Especialmente con esta canción de Britney Spears. ¿Les gusta?
Britney Spears?
Sí, a mí me encanta.
Oh, yeah, they're playing Britney Spears in the background.
Nos da por bailar esta canción.
You know, I don't think you're doing any forecasting here.
Sí que sí. En Centroamérica, las temperaturas
Yeah, she's not doing any forecasting.
de Cuba marcarán 34 grados y de Jamaica 33 grados. En República Dominicana habrán cielos despejados
copyrighted music in the background.
De 32 grados. Ay, chicos, a ver, ¿quién me va a invitar al Caribe?
Sharks?
¿Alguno por ahí? Sí, yo quiero ir al Caribe. En América del Sur, por último, tendremos cielos despejados en Argentina, en Chile y en Uruguay, con una máxima de 26 grados y una mínima de 8 grados. Atentos en Brasil, se esperan lluvias para el este del país.
You're watching the DSP interview?
Y como todos los días, les regalaré un tip. ¿Sabías que la malva es una hierba útil para esos primeros encuentros donde hay un poquito de tensión? Sí, ¿quién no ha estado nervioso la primera vez? Así que disminuye la ansiedad y también los nervios. Además, nos relaja, nos permite aumentar los niveles de pasión. Así es, que no olvides que la malva tiene todos estos beneficios. Para aumentar tu seguridad,
That's not a hot Mexican lady.
estos hermosos concursos Kaizen. ¿Les gustan?
That's DSP talking. Hold on.
There is such an overwhelming stigma against me on the internet that it wouldn't work. These trolls would just follow me no matter where I go, what I do, no matter how much I change. They don't want to believe it, or they pretend like the change hasn't happened, so that they can keep rolling on with their hate trains. And you know, it sucks. I would love to do a full reboot and rename DSP Gaming. It wouldn't matter. Within a day, that's DSP Gaming. Don't be fooled. It's the same guy. You know. So I have tried to change and do better things and make more laid back content. You watch my content today, way less of that rage kind of stuff. Way more chill content, interactive stuff, meaningful content with my viewers, I feel. But the stigma remains.
Well, let's talk about something real quick that can add to that stigma, right? And I think this is important. You said the light bulb went off, you know, about a year ago. You got to change. You changed your background and stuff. but I want to bring up, like, there's still jokes that are made that that don't necessarily, like, they don't fit today. And I want to play one for you really quick and just kind of get your reaction to this. Okay, so this is yeah. So you know where this is going, and I want to watch this so we all understand what's going on here.
Right off for profit.
I'm good. Why is it buffering? Oh, we're dropping frames. Great. Looks like internet's spazzing out. Great. What the deal is going on with my internet today? This is bad news for me. Bad news.
That's
okay.
fucked up.
Yeah. So
let me go.
So
back.
What's going on there, man?
That's
okay.
To escape. She's worth lots of money.
That's
okay.
fucked up.
Yeah. So what's going on there, man? Like, let's talk about that. Like, how does that when you see that? When you see that, how does that make you feel? What are you thinking? Do you regret that, saying that? Like, is that edgy humor?
Well, first
of all, about that.
Put the kid in the vehicle. Stay with her.
Right, she's too valuable to escape. She's worth lots of money.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, so
she's not even worth lots of money. What? It's the Asian girls are worth lots of money. Is the white girls worth lots of money? No, I don't know.
So what's going on there, man? Like, let's talk about that. Like, how does that when you see that? When you see that, how does that make you feel? What are you thinking? Do you regret that, saying that? Like, is that edgy humor?
Well, first of all, I have an honest question for you guys. You've now seen it. I don't know if Adam has ever seen that clip before. Okay.
No, I haven't.
Is that the first time? Okay. What do you think the joke was there? I'm just curious. What do you think I was trying to joke about?
That you're selling that girl to the slave trade?
Okay.
That's what it sounded like, and that's pretty fucked up.
Okay. Now, from what?
It's a joke. It's a joke. Like, okay. All right. I mean, I'm kind of on DSP on this one. I mean, you know how many things I say that kind of messed up sometimes out of context, even when context is playing around? Come on, man.
Seen that clip before. Okay.
No, I
Is that
haven't.
the first time? Okay. What do you think the joke was there? I'm just curious. What do you think I was trying to joke about?
That you're selling that girl to the slave trade?
Okay.
That's what it sounded like, and that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
Okay.
man,
Now,
don't ever
from
do
what
that. Don't ever
reference
joke
are you-
about
are
slave
you
trade,
think-
guys.
How can
Never
I say
make any sort of Epstein
Okay,
joke.
I'll approach it from the detractor perspective. Okay, from the detractor perspective.
No,
the
I want to
joke-
hear your perspective of what you meant.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do both.
It's
We'll do both.
pretty obvious what the detractors mean. Like for me.
This is weird. Adam going like this? Adam's never made a joke about Epstein and kids and stuff. Come on, it's a joke playing a video game too. I'm sorry. The guy was making a joke of something he saw in a video game. Okay, this is supposed to be like important. That's serious.
For me, that would have put me on the detractor side because it sounds like you were making a joke about selling that little girl to the slave trade.
A little girl in a fucking video game.
How is it not that? Like, what did you?
It's in a video game. You can curve stomp that little girl. It doesn't fucking matter. It's a fucking video game.
Oh no, that's
is
absolutely that's the joke. But there's a difference between saying that's okay and it's funny, or the ridiculousness of the situation. See, you just saw that clip completely out of context, correct? You don't know what's going on in the game right there.
Okay, explain the context.
That's true too.
That
I don't even know what game that is. Okay, so
a corrupt sheriff. He is actually orchestrating a situation to try to murder people inside a building to protect his secrets. He's like a dark guy who controls the whole town, and no one knows this. Everyone thinks the sheriff's a squeaky clean guy. So this is being revealed throughout the plot of the game. He's a scumbag, right? So the joke is this guy's such a scumbag. He's saying to the dad, I'm going to save your daughter. Give me your daughter. Let's take him in and rescue her. But in reality, he's such a scumbag. He'd probably do something like that. He'd probably, you know, traffic people. That's the joke. Now, is it a joke that's acceptable by today's standards? By 80% of people, probably not. I agree with you.
Do you think that's a joke? Like, do you think that's a joke acceptable by any standards? I don't.
Who are these people like to be like on their like fucking pedestal? I'm sorry. I'm just hearing people complain at DSP, giving DSP a hard time over a stupid joke on a video game. Like, okay, what? It sounds like to me like the people who go after like Dave Chappelle for making his trans jokes or whatever. It's like, okay, like get over it.
I don't
even a decade ago, 2 decades ago, 3 decades ago.
And it's like I just want to hear your thoughts on that, because I think there's edgy content, then there's inappropriate content, and we've all been guilty of edgy content before, you know. So
I think it's dark humor. It's definitely skirting the risque. Okay, not to say that I've heard much worse, obviously, from other people, but that doesn't make it okay for me to do it.
DSP, just say that they're a bunch of.
And you know, there's
especially with what's following you around, you know, your reputation, right? Do you think that if the light truly went off in your head to say like I got to change, don't you think it would be like, well, maybe I should bite my tongue on this one? I may be thinking it, but how about I bite my tongue on this?
Yes, I 100% agree with you, and it's a working process. It's something that has to happen naturally over time. It's not something that can be a switch that's flipped, because, you know, again, I was someone who's done this for 15 years back in the day. That's what people came to watch. That's the content they wanted from me. That's what got me popular.
People still like that stuff. I mean, what are you talking about?
YouTube, that kind of ridiculous, unacceptable, over-the-top, dark humor joke, okay? Today, it's not acceptable. I know that. But the thing is, those jokes still click in my head. I absolutely should have not done that joke. I will tell you that right now, 1,000,000%, you know, but it's a working process. And here's where you have to have some kind of an air of fairness, or at least you have to see the big picture. All right. I've been doing this for 15 years. I've been doing it full time.
Okay, here's what I'm seeing so far. I don't know anything much about Adam or this other guy that's there, but they're going to be on the detractor side because it's easy. It's hard to defend DSP. I don't. Honestly, like the hate watchers, I'm at a point where I don't understand like why they watch him so much if they hate him, you know, but they actually watch all his streams and scrutinize everything he says, everything he does. If they hate him, they find him boring. If you're watching someone that's boring all the time, then what does it say about you?
Time for a job since 2011. I do it 6 days a week, full time. 6 days a week, I'm here, full time streaming. I have over 100,000 videos on the internet. Okay, people will always find something that moment of weakness, that stupid thing that I said. I know, stupid Phil. Why the hell did I make that joke? But once it's out there, it's out there, and all you can do is apologize for it, say you're going to do better, and try not to do it, and move on. Now, there's a reason why I'm on this show today. Okay, this is what, March 16, 2023, and you had to show a clip. One random clip from last summer. You didn't show something I did in the last week, the last month. You showed something from the one moment of weakness. Whenever I do something stupid on the internet, it gets hyper analyzed, you know, looked in with a microscope and blown away. This is what Dark Side Phil is. Have you watched the last 5 years of content I've put out? There's probably
what Warrior Shire said is 100% there in the chat. It doesn't matter. It's just a gay gotcha moment. That's what it is. That's all this is. It's so stupid. And as if I don't know anything about this other guy. I don't know who he is, but Adam, I know who he is. You know, you tell me Adam's never made an off the cuff bad joke, especially a remark to kids and stuff. I mean, ever covering Epstein and the Clintons and shit. Never. I don't know all of his material, but I'm willing to say I'm sure he has
errors. Absolutely. And I'm stupid and I do dumb stuff when I get over emotional. This is not the norm on my streams. People see that clip out of context like you guys just did. And if
I'd have respect if DSP just said, you know what, I got something really important you guys need to hear. Ready? You both need to shut the fuck up, faggots. That's what. By the way, guys, I can say that because I'm gay, and I'm also a trans woman. Okay, there's that.
all you knew of Darkside Phil was that joke, you would hate my guts. You'd be like, what a scumbag. He made a joke about child trafficking. What kind of a horrible person thinks child trafficking is funny? When you watch it in context, it's not as bad, but
Hollywood
it's
does.
But when
I
you
don't
watch
know. The context that you explained didn't make it any better. I'll be honest.
That's fine. I agree.
Because
That's fine.
I'm not sure which character you're even like portraying. So,
that's what the Darkside Phil would be like. Actually, Hollywood would think this joke is funny because Hollywood loves involving kids and sex shit. There's literally a movie where kids are playing with like dildos and shit. It's like a comedy. What was it called? I forgot what it was called. But so yeah, I mean Hollywood's completely degenerate. So yeah, that joke's actually just in line. Actually, that joke would be perfectly fine with Hollywood stuff.
So were you acting as the sheriff in that situation?
Yes, that's why I did. That's why I did like the accent. Yes.
I don't know. I think that like in a situation like that, like we live in a society now where like, look, I understand that going into this,
they have to go on their high horse, be like, oh, you should never say it. Jokes are bad. They hurt people. Words hurt people.
That literally every second of this is going to be analyzed, and Adam understands that, and you understand that, right? But and literally everything you say, there's a camera on you at all times, especially when you're a live streamer, and I mean, for somebody who does this for a living, I just feel like you have to be able to bite your tongue at sometimes, and you need to know better. You said it yourself, the switch was flipped, and I understand that. I totally understand. I am very forgiving of mistakes, right? But when there's a pattern of these things that go back over the course of time, like it's no longer a mistake. It's a continuation. So I don't know. I think, look, if you're saying that I'm also a big believer in taking people at their word, right? Up until their actions show different. So you're saying that over the course of since that joke, you've been pretty squeaky clean, and you haven't made inappropriate jokes like that are that.
They're gonna get him again,
I guess.
They got something else queued up.
Here's the thing. I don't want to say that because I'm here 6 days a week full time. That's a lot of my life. And I guarantee you, if I say, man, yeah, that was it, Craig, that's all I remember, immediately There'll be other examples tossed out right now. They'll find it, right?
I understand.
And that's the problem is when you are 100% on the internet at all times, with the amount of content I put out on the internet, they will always find another example or whatever. I
mean, that's the legit question. Let me know in the chat. Like, did they pay him for this? Because Darkside Phil doesn't do interviews for free. And if they paid him to roast him, then who's actually walking away with a W there? I mean, yeah, they got their moment of gay gotchas, but really, he got paid. He doesn't do interviews like this for free.
I am actively trying to change. What I will say is this. You would be challenged in the last maybe 2-3 years to really find a running pattern of me doing really bad jokes like that. Okay, maybe you'll find a few. I'm definitely a flawed individual, but you're not going to find it as like you wouldn't say, oh, here's 47 times within a year that Phil did that. I know for a fact he's a scumbag, right? You'll find one time here, one time here, one time here, and then they blow it up on the internet.
I got to wear a hat with all these other guys.
So many different people a reason to do exactly that.
Oh, they will. I know that. But the thing is, they do it anyway. It doesn't matter what I say or do. This is what they do. So
now you said that the switch in your brain, was off, so that you made that joke. Like, do you have it in there that it's like
you have an internal
thinking
switch?
Like when you said that, you're like, maybe that was too much, or you were just free flowing.
Oh, shut up, Adam. Sometimes Adam comes across as so fucking pretentious, so smug. It's like, come on, man. You people know you because you carry Tim Pool's water, okay? All right.
And that's just kind of you.
Dude, I know not much about Darkside Phil. I mean, I know some things. I'm leaning towards his side on this one. I don't know.
Let me put it this way. If I'm streaming and a joke pops into my head And I feel, oh man, that's probably too much. Today, I usually will not say it. Usually. It would be maybe an extenuating circumstance or just for a second, a momentary lapse. I feel like what that was a momentary lapse because I've done it for so long. I get this weird observational humor in my head. And, my brain is going a million miles a minute. It's just, here's a joke, here's a joke, here's a joke, here's a joke, right?
But do you think that's observational humor, though? Like, I don't, like, I don't know. Like, I'm not one to, like, there are people who make, like, there are comedians who make jokes and they're edgy and such like that. I guess, do you fancy yourself as a comedian? Like, because you're telling us that people come to your streams to watch you, rage react to streams and things like that. I don't necessarily, and I don't know. I'm asking, and I think this is probably a better question for your fans. Are they coming to watch for those edgy jokes, or are they coming to watch you rage? Because I don't know, man. It doesn't fit. That's a really.
Agree with you. I agree. I actually agree with you today. I should not have made that joke. I know that. That today you're 100% correct. 15 years ago, even 10 years ago, it was a different climate on YouTube, and people were looking for that. That's who I was, and now I'm. So
this was last year, you said?
That was probably summer of last year. Yeah.
So, because it just feels like a big leap from going from a sheriff who is like trying to kill people to seeing a little black girl and thinking a slave trade.
Now you said it. Now you said it.
I know from my previous line of work, that's what you see. You see a little black girl, you think it's slave trade. You nab them, you snatch them, you bag them, and you tag them, and you sell them to the state. That's what CPS does.
See what?
You said black girl.
It was on
that's
screen.
Correct. That's correct.
Let me catch up to everybody else. Let me be on time with everybody else is saying.
Being this king of hate guy, now going to, they're stealing my shit. I'm fucking pissed about it. What the fuck? And now everyone's like, well, who the fuck is this guy? You got to own it. If you don't own it, then like, why? Then you're just a joke. So it felt like you just kind of like let that run your ship that you were sailing.
Correct. I have nothing I could say to counter that in any defensive manner. It's a mistake I made. My reaction to This Is How You Don't Play directly fueled the fire for more people to keep doing it and to escalate further, because it started as just a movement of Phil's a bad gamer.
So they're trying to cancel Darkside Phil or some shit.
He has no production quality. He's a rager. You're not going to watch a Darkside Phil playthrough and get any kind of knowledge of really how to play a game at a good level, because he's not good at games. You watch him rage and make bad jokes and stuff. But it became, instead of watching his raw content to reward him with ad revenue, watch the This Is How You Don't Play video so he doesn't get paid for it and just make fun of him instead. And my reactions 1,000,000% fueled that. I will admit that. Now, over the years, it got worse and worse. And I'm sure we're going to get into how it wasn't just about Phil's a bad gamer anymore. It became everything else under the sun. And we can talk about how that evolved over time. But it's my fault. It is my fault that people have originally turned against me on the internet. 100% it is.
Man, Darkside Phil, why are you taking that angle? No.
Okay.
So you feel that you're
bring the attitude back. You got to flick them off. Flick both these assholes off, man.
Reaction to the This Is How You Don't Play is what really parlayed your fans into becoming detractors.
Yes. And it's not all of them, but absolutely back then I saw people.
What would you do if you were in this
position? Fans disappear, only to years later crawl back.
Here,
as someone who was crapping on
discussion. What would you do?
What happened? The way I saw it was, and this is I'm such an idiot. I admit this today. After 15 years of doing this, you realize how you change as a person and how you can see from a different perspective. My mentality was, I'm the popular YouTuber. I'm the guy putting out all these videos and everyone's watching. I'm making money. My shit doesn't stink, man. How can you say that I'm doing something badly? I'm the one who has the successful business, not you. So who are you to throw criticism at me? That was my attitude. What a dumb attitude to have. What an idiotic attitude. Everyone knows that.
I mean, they're all kind of leeching off you. Think about it. They're all leeching off you. The hate watchers wouldn't have anything if it wasn't for you. They depend on you. They need you to be around. Think about it.
You need to actively be listening to your viewer base and your fan base and working with them to create a product that's meaningful to them. And at that point in my career, it was just put the same shit out every day. And hopefully people watch it. And, hey, up to that point, 2012, 2013, I hadn't seen any plateauing. I hadn't seen any decline. It was still going up. So I'm thinking, hey, everything's good. If people are saying I'm bad, I don't believe them. That's bullshit. That's just them trying to ride my coattails, right? But in reality, they were all correct. They were 100% correct. My shtick was tired. It was old. No one wanted to watch someone with a camera pointed at their TV, raging at Hideo Kojima. They wanted to see meaningful content.
COVID-19,
and things were changing. There were people coming to YouTube with better production quality, much higher quality stuff, interactive streams. I let all that pass me by.
But he didn't get paid. That's why he did a react to their Aftermath stream, and he was jealous because he didn't get any money. Man, see, I thought Darkside Phil doesn't come on any show unless he gets paid. Okay. Well, that's stupid. Darkside Phil should have known his worth. Be like, hey, you want to talk to me? Give me some money. This is stupid.
I was an innovator at the beginning, and I was a dinosaur 5 years in, and that's totally my fault. And
what would you say you innovated at the beginning?
At the beginning,
he was the pioneer of capturing game footage. Is Adam not going to give him that? Is Adam not going to give him that? He was one of the originals. Darkside Phil was one of the originals on that. He's not going to give him that. Come on.
The improv commentary style and the ability to basically do a full-length playthrough with commentary over it. I was not the first person who did it. There's other people. Everyone will argue. There's actually argument between it was either Slow Beef or someone else who originally was like the big first Let's Player.
Okay.
But I was the person who started doing it rather than back then when I started on YouTube. 2008 is the year where I really started doing active playthroughs. The people who were doing gameplay on YouTube were mostly known for being like a guru in one genre. This is the Call of Duty player. This is the fighting game player. I was the jack of all trades. I could play any game, do commentary over it. That was kind of improv commentary, and people thought it was funny because of my mannerisms, my jokes. Yes, back then that kind of stuff was funny. And
you say that kind of stuff. What do you mean?
Well, we just talked about it. You were talking about risque jokes. You know, back then, my commentary was like 90% sexualized content. It was making fun of every woman, making dick jokes, sex jokes, bad stuff. That today, you don't say that stuff. That's stupid.
What's going on, guys?
That's
what's going on?
Comedy.
What's going on with the stream?
But back then, that was a big part of my content. I watch now. I couldn't even stomach watching stuff that I did 2008 to like 2011. I'd be like,
don't end it, Warrior. This is good.
My stomach to listen to like who I was, how cringeworthy I was back then.
Look,
but,
we all get it, right? We understand that people change over time. Totally understand that. I guess my thing is, what have you done? So you've had these light bulb moments, right? You said you had one last year. You had one, in 2012, 2013, where you realized that you're getting left behind from a technological standpoint, and you're doing gameplays that are, the big difference for Phil was Phil could play all games, not just fighting games or Call of Duty or whatever. What has changed? What are you doing differently now in 2023 that you were doing that you weren't doing in 2013 when you had this realization? Because it sounds like you're doing the exact same thing, Phil. It sounds like I'm the guy who plays different games and occasionally come to my channel to get some sort of shock value joke, right?
We're doing this. No. Oh, I don't want to hear stupid music. Oh, the Krigler show, Election Day 2. I'm going to play on my guitar.
You guys.
All right, we're going to skip that. There's a reason why he's coming here, I think. We didn't finish the... We didn't finish Darkside Phil interview, man. Well, that is amazing.
I'm not really sure. Hopefully I'm live. If so, welcome to the show. Here I am in Arizona. I'm doing a backyard election day 2. This whole fiasco, I've got lots to talk about. My goodness. It has been a crazy day. Bear with me. I just want to make sure that I'm live.
He's going to a specific point.
No, square to shame. All right.
What differentiates you now from who you were a decade ago?
Okay, wow. Geez, first
there's a method to this madness.
First of all, full-time streamer I wasn't.
There's
back
a reason
then.
for
I
all
was
this.
YouTuber. Now I'm a full-time streamer, 6 days a week, full-time. You know, mostly gameplay. Now I do React content as well. We'll talk about that in a second. Those jokes I don't really make anymore at all. Now, when I turn on a stream, it's about having a relaxed social conversation with my live audience. You know, I have people who come by and who are regulars now, who I recognize in the chat, and I can talk with them, and as if they're a friend. Okay, back then I didn't know anyone. Maybe I knew, you know, people who helped me with moderation and stuff, but I didn't know my viewers back then. I didn't have any personal relationships with any of them. Now it's like a friendly community. It's a totally different vibe watching 2023 Darkside Phil than 2013 Darkside Phil. That's for sure. And you know, having that now when I play a game, it's a community effort. I'm playing Oblivion right now. I don't know anything about Oblivion. It's the first time playing it, but people help me with the game, and because of that social aspect, the game is a relaxing chill session. There was no way I could have done a chill session in 2013. That wasn't what I was. I was a rage, you know, risque commentary kind of guy. Today, that's all gone mostly. Now, yes, there are moments of rage. I'm playing Wolong. There's definitely moments of rage that come back, but for the most part, you know, watch a stream today versus all the things that people say that I am, and you'd be like, I don't get it. I get this all the time. Someone will come by a stream of mine, and at the end of the stream, they'll say, Phil, just so you know, this is the first stream of yours I ever watched. I've heard all these things about you, and I don't get it. I just watched a 3-hour gameplay stream. None of the stuff that people say about you just happened in the stream. In fact, it was very relaxing. So what just happened? I'm like,
and I know you worked.
They highlight the moments that are the shortcomings. That's what they do today. Or they reference 2013 Darkside Phil as if that's today, and saying that's the content I put out today. It's not. It's just definitely not. You know, I have a whole new channel where now I'm doing React style content, which again, I used to be an idiot. I hate React content. Reacting, that's lowbrow, that's minimum effort. And people are like, Phil, people are interested in your thoughts. They just want
is Boyer playing this game?
Stuff from
I don't even know what's going on.
Talk about coffee, do chores around the house quick.
Oh, yeah.
Alaska mixed.
Oh my God, he's all over the place. Okay, well, I guess if I really want to listen to it, I should just play the interview myself, I suppose. But it does seem interesting. Where is that interview at, actually? Is Side Scrollers Podcast? I don't even know what that is. Dark Side Feel. This is all over the place. I guess I'll take a look at it myself. That's a 5-hour interview? Oh, I don't have 5 hours. Jesus Christ. Holy hell. Well, I'll table that.
Side Scrollers is brought.
I'll table that real fast. I'll do that. But I do want to cover on this stream, though, not get it totally out there, is I saw this and I had to talk about it. And it's related to the topics, to the subject matters that I want to cover on this channel here. And that's this. These ladies cannot even answer this question. You think they would be able to, but no, they can't. They just can't do it. They can't answer what is a woman. They can't answer that. And it's like, how can you not answer that? You are ladies. You should be able to answer this question, but they're not able to. They're just not able to. It's just so sad. Women are essentially being replaced by men. And you know what? If they're not going to do anything about it, no one's going to help them. No one's going to help them. Let's play this. Woman.
A woman's anyone who wants to identify as one.
That lady. A woman's anyone who wants to identify as one. Okay, so there's nothing special. There's nothing that... So I am a woman now. I am a woman. I guess that's how this works. I mean, she can't argue against that.
I don't know. I'm confused now.
Now she says she's confused. Look at those tits. Look at those tits. She ain't confused. She ain't confused. She ain't confused. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing enough to wear that shirt. She knows what she is. She's a woman with huge tits. and wanting to show them on this show. She would say, I'm confused. She's only saying she's confused because she thinks she's going to answer this question the wrong way, and next thing you know, she's be canceled. Ladies, if you're not going to own what a woman is, this could be taken away from you by a man who claims to be a woman. That's what's happening. Because I'm a woman. Okay? All right?
I understand what your argument is. If I come out and I say a woman is someone who was born biologically a woman, I understand that that's where you're coming from. And I agree everyone is entitled to their own opinion.
Opinion. No longer facts, but opinions. Okay, that's rich.
But I personally, as an individual, respect trans people. I respect trans women. So I'm not going to come on here and invalidate them.
Not really.
You're not invalidating them. They're invalidating you. You are invalidating yourself.
Interested in having this conversation about trans people anymore because you seem very clearly committed to misunderstanding. Yeah.
Wow. And that's why these women are just going to be replaced. They're just going to be erased.
I don't feel comfortable.
What is a woman?
They're all passing on that question. They can't even answer that. They can't even answer that question. Then you don't deserve it. That's simple, man. That's simple. All right. I think that might be it here for the stream. Not going to watch Darkside Feel for 5 hours. Let's see. All right, let me check on some few things here. All right, yeah, I think we're done. All right, man. Well, it's cool. I'll take it easy. Whoever's watching.